without the possibility of evil. It's something like that, in that maybe a man is better when he's a dangerous man who's being good than he would be if he was just a good man who wasn't capable of being dangerous. And I believe that because the best men that I've ever met are very dangerous men. You don't mess with them.
Yeah.
So, and you know that as soon as you meet them.
Who do the hiring in the firm? That's the boss, boss, boss. Who the man in Oakland? That's the boss, boss, boss. Lame talk, oh man, not the boss, boss, boss. Biggity wiggity bossellini with the sauce, sauce, sauce. Travel bros catching flight, not for love, love, love. Bossellini up in here to bust it up, bub, bub. Talking dirty, you don't like it, hit the tub, tub, tub. TLC, keep it pop. I'm a thug, thug, thug. Real talk over here, we don't feel y'all. No. Real soft, pillow whisper, that's that squeal talk. Woo! I don't feel y'all, dog, like you real lost. Too much imitation talking, get you peeled off. Yeah, big bossellini, leany, he shrimp linguine. You never see me disappear like Houdini. Don't call me for no favors, less it's real talk. Straight up out of Oakland, that's that big boss. Who do the hiring and the fun? That's the boss, boss, boss. Who the man in Oakland? That's the boss, boss, boss. Lame talk, oh man, not the boss, boss, boss. Biggity wiggity bossellini with the sauce, sauce, sauce.
Yo, 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 this is Big Boss from Oakland, California. You know what it is. Like, subscribe, share the Big Boss Real Talk YouTube channel. Okanda. Yo, yo, yo. It's the Iggity, Biggity, Bossy Bossolini from where? Oakland, California. Bossolini cooking with gasolini. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. You know what it is. It's Saturday Night Live. I know the last few Saturdays, Boston Boss has been doing pre-recorded premieres, but tonight, Boss is all the way live in the flesh. Yo, yo, you know what it is. So, y'all see the title, you seen the thumbnail, you know who it is, you know who I'm about to bring out. Bring them out. You know who it is. On the Bossy Boss channel, still a brand new channel myself, not quite 1 year yet. On this channel, I had the likes of who? Ace Live and I Am Marv. Second effect before he hit the 100K when he had 68, and he came on when he had 99. Now he on his way to 200. You know, Zoom to Thailand, Richie Mack, he got the key to the back door. You know I have Barber World, Philly Don. Big Boss have made peace with the Minister Jap out of Chicago. Minister Jap was going to war against the Passport Bros for years. And Big Boss made peace with Minister Jap and the Travel Bros. With all the people I had on so far, from Ace Live, IMR, Second Effect, Zoom to Thailand, now I have another person, soon to be a great. He hit the YouTube street running, straight off social media, blew up off TikTok, went viral. You know who it is. Put your hands together and welcome Austin Holleman. Yo, 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 what's up with it, man?
What's good?
You tell me. I got you in the building. Thank you. The man of your word. Yes, sir. So, where are you hailing from right now? You're in the great state of where?
I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. That's what's up. Hey, you know, you in Dallas and your name is Austin.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, Mr. Austin Holleman, were you born and raised in Texas?
Yeah.
Originally?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yes, sir. So, man, you're all the rage, guy. I had to get you on the channel. I had to pick your
Yeah.
brain. Who is this Austin Holleman dude that just blew up?
Yeah, they've been talking about me.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Well, you know what? That's right. You know what? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna unpack it. That comes with the fame, right? When you in the spotlight, you know, rappers have to find out the hard way, and even athletes. Once you step in that spotlight, paparazzis come with it, scandals come with it, all kind of shit comes with it, man. So you look like you built for it, man. So that's what's up. We got a cool number of people in the building. You must excuse me. My channel is not as big as yours, so thank you for coming onto my Paquito channel. But you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, we get a few people up in here. Oh shit! I got my first super chat. That's what's up. By the way, super chats, cash apps, all that shit. You know how Bossy Boss rock out. I'm one of the YouTubers who read super chats. I guess it's a new wave for probably big channels, right? You know, no shots. When channel is big, they big. I guess, you know, if they got 11,000, 100,000 subscribers. But my small channel, I read every super chat. I don't bypass it. I don't ignore it. Hard-earned money is hard-earned money. If it's $2, $3, $5, especially a dub, I read super chats. I just don't bypass them. That being said, ding, ding, ding. Let me let y'all know the rules of this engagement tonight. The way I normally do it, I do go through the chat sometime. I will read out some. I will put some on the screen, but the chats is not my concern. The chats is for you guys to interact. If you want something on screen, super chat it. And if it's a question, if it got a question mark on the end, it should have a $ in the front. But outside of that, let me pay some bills. We have AFI Kingdom, $5. Thank you. Salute to my little bro, Austin. Respect, big boss. Oakland business. That's what it is. Yeah. So, that being said, let me go ahead and boop. Let me know if I so basically your cash app is basically your name, right? Austin Holleman. Very simple, very simple. I need to change mine to Big Boss. Real talk. It's Veilstorm 777. So you had a busy day, sir. You already did a live stream earlier today, right?
Yeah.
And that was with one master teacher. Shout out to one master teacher. I see he had you featured, and shout out to him. I also see he had about 50 people on the panel towards the end of it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but you ain't got to worry about that right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a featured interview. Like I say, every week I have my show, the Saturday Night Live. I try to be live, but if I can't be live because I got a life, lately I've been doing pre-recordeds, but this is a one-on-one interview, and we're going to unpack who is Austin Holleman. So, all right, you said you born and raised from Texas. You know, so I'm going to ask, man, family life, mom and dad, your mom and dad together?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Not at all. Did you grow up with your dad, if your mommy asking?
Yeah. I knew him very well. I could say I had a 2-parent household. They just didn't live together.
Right.
I seen them enough for it to be a 2-parent household.
Okay, so wow, it sounds like at least your parents figured out how to properly co-parent, you know?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, you wouldn't say that?
Nah, it wasn't a proper co-parenting. But I did still manage to see him enough, yeah. Yeah, it was definitely not good co-parenting.
Oh man. You know what? Of course, because right, what do you say, the ideal, the best situation is always the nuclear family, if we can have that. And you know, same here, man. My mom and dad never got married. My mom got knocked up by my dad in high school. They were seniors in high school. My mom always joked with me when she graduated. She said I graduated with her. She walked across the stage to get her diploma, pregnant with me. So, you know.
Wow.
But shout out to my dad, though, R.I.P. My dad actually wanted to marry my mom right out of high school, and my mom told him no. You're right. And so yeah, it is what it is, but I lived with my dad for a few years. That makes a big difference. So I say that to say the segue, this American society, man, and the future that we're going into. Shout out to you for being a young man. What does the future seem like for American families, black or otherwise?
It doesn't seem like there'll be much of a future. There's declining birth rates. Nobody's getting married. I think it's going to just be hookup culture from here out.
Wow, just the hook up culture. Yeah, man. A lot of those values are going out the window. And the main people that's going to suffer is the kids, right? In a best case scenario, it's best for children to be raised in a 2-parent nuclear household. Best case. Now, that seems to start to not be the case. This American culture, it seems like it's going down and down. That being said, coming up in high school, did you play any sports? You look like you got some size on you. And you from Texas?
I suck at every sport.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not good. I just work out.
You just work out. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. People always say, man, did you play football? I said I wasn't this fat when I was young, man. I was tall and skinny. I played basketball, right? That's what's up. You said you work out. That's what's up. So I gotta ask you, since you've been traveling, young man, and I'm gonna say young, so your age again, I think I know it, but what is your age, sir?
23.
Wow. Shout out to you. 23. Wow, man. You figured it out early.
Oh, yeah.
Man, my son is older than you. Shout out to y'all, for real. I have 2 kids. My daughter is 26 and my son is 24. So you were born in 99?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, you a baby. So my son was born in 98. So yeah, so my son is older. Man, you young enough to be my son, youngster. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. But you seem like you got a good head on your shoulders. I went through your content. You said your profession, you're a professional barber. That's what's up. My very best friend in the world is a barber. Me and him been friends since the 8th grade, like, believe it or not, since the 8th grade, since we were 14. And he went to barber college out here. He went to college too, but he just been a barber for like the last 20 years. So barbers are good people, man. And shout out to International Zoe, Barber World. So in this space, are you up on any of the travel bros, the YouTube travel bros yet? Like Ace Live, IMR, Check and Effect. Are you up on them
Check
yet?
Effect.
Yeah, Check and Effect. Shout out to Check. Yeah, he's been on my channel. Yeah, I was bringing it up because I was bringing up Barber World TV. Barber World.
I know him too.
Oh, you know him? That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, pretty soon you about to know everybody, man. You are making your rounds, man. You are making your rounds. That's what's up, man. That's what we need, man. We need some fresh blood. So I gotta ask you, man. What made you start to travel, man? What gave you the travel bug?
Just too much bullshit running around here.
Too much bullshit.
Yeah, too much bullshit, and I feel like I should be getting a better result. So I need to change my environment.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? It's an old saying the old folks used to say. You say if a hurt dog laying on the porch with a rusty nail in him, keep whining. Eventually, when he get enough of it, he gonna get up off that nail. You ain't gonna just lay on the nail and whine and holler and moan. When you had enough of it, you gonna get up off that nail. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over, and what?
And never getting the same result.
Boom. The definition of insanity. And you figured it out, man. Shout out to you and this young new age, man. I wish I had the internet when I was 20. Well, did we have the internet? Damn. It was close. Nah. If we did it with that dial-up shit.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up. So I gotta ask you, Mr. 23. Damn. So how long you been traveling? When was your first trip?
I went February and then I went May. And now I'm going at the end of this month.
So this year, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Not even 21, 2022, this year.
Yep.
Wow, that's a shout out to you. Oh, hold up. Got another super chat. Like I said, I read super chats over here. I stopped myself mid-sentence to read super chats. So Big Boss appreciates super chats. So send me the money. And send our guest, shoot him a cash app. This is not his channel, so he can't get super chats over here. But you can shoot my man a cash app. Austin Holleman. Blue collar brother. That's what's up. Shout out to the blue collars. Shout out to both of you. Keep traveling and forget the haters, right? Shout out to you. Man, so you just got on. So walk me through it, man. Walk me through it as if I never had got this. When did you first apply for your passport? How long have you had it?
I applied in, I think that was October or no, November, or October last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you got it. How long did it take?
I got it at the end of November, so it was probably October, about 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Yep, that's about right. Okay. So y'all post office run like ours run. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Did you get the little passport card too, or just the book?
Just the book.
Just the book. Yeah. I got the card. That's what's up, man. So you went October, November. You went to your post office, signed up, and paid the money for your passport. You got it in 6 weeks. I need to know, Mr. 23, what even put you on to get a passport? Was it watching somebody's YouTube channel, or you had a big uncle, big bro, or big homie from the block? I mean, what put you on game to even get a passport? I know why you got the passport.
But
you got the passport because you're tired of the bullshit. But how did you even know? What put you on game to get one?
Oh, I just Googled it. On how to get it, I just Googled it. Yeah.
Just Googled it. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Right on. Shit, like for me, right? So, telling my age, I'm an old ass man, and I only got my passport 4 years ago in 2018. And I know this sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, right? But I wasn't on passports. I knew about them, kind of. I thought it was for white folks. This sounds crazy. I thought it was for white folks. I thought it was for rich folks, traveling out of country, passport, all this kind of stuff. I didn't think I know that sounds crazy. But what did it for me was being involved in WhatsApp groups. Started from YouTube, YouTube journey. I took this is bad too, man. I didn't even really travel in California too much. 5 years ago, 2017, I went to Florida to visit a homeboy I used to work with. He's in the music game. He went down to Florida to work on his career, further his music career. So I went down to check him out. Went to Florida, and it's getting on the flight going to Florida. I'm mixing around with Dominicans, with Cubans, getting off the plane or whatnot, and it put me in a travel mode. So then I just started YouTubing. Oh, and then the flight kept talking about we have direct flights to Dominican Republic. I said, I heard about Dominican Republic. So I looked it up. I said, whoa, that's legal? I said, oh shit, Bossy Boss is on. So it was a crazy 1, 2, 3 step how I got put on. So I got a few super chats, and like I say, I read them. Shout out to Gail Nelson. Hola. Great convo as always. Pre-order money for the English is a turn off shirts. Okay. That the inside.
That's one of my slogans.
Okay. Shout out to you. I was watching your stream last night, and you were saying that pretty soon you're gonna start a merch store and you're gonna have slogans. You said the t-shirts. You said somebody was advising you to get polo shirts as well. Yeah, I was watching last night. I was there.
Yeah,
that's what's up. So you think that's gonna be one of your slogans?
It's for sure gonna be one of them. You're gonna have to be. It's a few of them on there. You're gonna have to be bold to wear.
Yeah, you said one. You said something about your pH balance is off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah, that one.
Bossy Boss, I was there. I was ninja. No, I gave you a super chat, so I wasn't ninja watching. You probably don't even remember, huh?
I think I do. I think I got so many yesterday.
Yeah, I ain't pocket watching, but man, I shot you a $20 super chat, man.
Okay, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey, man, you like say I walk it how I talk it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I appreciate when other motherfuckers is real too. You know what I'm saying? When they can super chat, we don't do this shit for our health. Man, I'm sweating. Pop the Molly, I'm sweating. I seen another one. Oh man, this guy right here is one of my loyal supporters. He is crazy as hell. He's smart and funny. He's always cracking jokes. I'm not even gonna read this, and I know it's probably some joke. I wish I got my passport at 23. I kept hope alive in the Matrix too long. Okay. Well, that wasn't a joke. Normally, this guy come with the
Yeah.
jokes, man. Shout out to Mr. at the top of my list. Right? Come on, say that. At 23? Wow. Man, my brain wasn't even connected at 23, man. Shout out to you. Wow, you got your whole, as you know, your whole life in front of you if you keep your nose clean and don't get caught up on child support.
Oh no, never that. Yeah.
Okay. So, wow. So far, let me run this back in my mental banks. First trip was February this year. Then the second trip was when?
May.
All right. And so far, me and your and that was your first international trip, period, right? You jumped off the porch, went to Brazil. Okay. Why did you choose Brazil?
I had always wanted to meet Brazilian women since I was like 6. But I started looking up dating abroad, and I think I found what was it, DJP? Dennis. I found Dennis. That's who I found first. And yeah, he kind of convinced me all the way. Like, man. I was gonna go, but he made me like, okay, yeah, I gotta go.
You was gonna go, but he said, man, I gotta go. You went from the gonna to the gotta. Yeah, Brazil is real, man. Brazil is real. So, man, this is all new, man. And look at you. You signed up for your passport last year, October. You got it in November. You utilized it at the top of this year in February. And your first country was Brazil. You liked it so much you ran back to May. And you started blogging about it on your TikTok. Yeah. And you blew up. And all you was doing was telling your story. Who would have known? Did you think that you was going to blow up the way you did when you turned on the camera?
No, but I just wanted to make sure that somebody heard, that somebody can have the same effect that I had when I watched Den's videos.
Boom, pay it forward, right? That's what's up. Exactly. Each one teach one. Yeah. Wow. So, obviously, since you got the travel bug and you fell in love with Brazil, obviously, you're a full-blown traveler now. What are some of the other countries you would like to hit later on down the line?
Thailand, the Philippines.
There you go. You talking right. You're a smart young man.
I really want to go to Venezuela, but I heard it's real dangerous. I can't find any flights going there either, so I might have to skip that one. I want to do Trinidad.
Okay.
Panama for sure. Panama for sure.
I had a buddy that went. What about Costa Rica?
I had somebody in my Facebook group that went there, but I haven't seen enough for it to be convincing. But eventually, I want to go everywhere.
Exactly, right? Shout out to Ace Live, man. Ace Live, when he came here to Oakland, he hosted a meet and greet. I got some FaceTime with him. I was clout chasing like a mug, right? And I was asking him on camera. I said, man, Ace, what's the next country in the next country? And he just, took the easy way out. He said, man, I want to go to every country. I said, yeah, I guess. But what's the next country, man? That's what's up. So I noticed, you know what I'm saying? You can tell from what people say and what they don't say. I noticed you did not say Dominican Republic.
Yeah, because
you did not say Colombia.
I'm going to Colombia.
You are going to Colombia?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear it. Okay. So when are you going to Colombia?
It'll be the end of this month.
Oh, wow. Soon.
Yeah. Every 3 months I got to go somewhere. I don't do anything here.
Every 3. There you go. That's the calculus. Every 3 months, 3 to 4. Sometimes I try to squeeze it to 2.5. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. And what city, what part of Colombia are you planning to hit up?
I would tell you, but man, somebody trying to make me a moving target. I got a YouTuber talking shit about me. And I don't know if he's trying, well, he could be. But him exposing my plans is kind of, they got internet too, and who knows possibilities. Right. But I wouldn't worry about him. It'll be up there afterwards.
Oh, yes, exactly. You're a YouTuber now, so yeah. So We're gonna know, but like you said, you'd rather put it out there once you're on the ground. You know what some YouTubers do though? Shout out to them. Some YouTubers, when they, travel YouTubers, they get to a country, they collect all the footage, and guess when they put it out? When they leave.
Yeah, that's
They,
what I think I'm
they're in a
gonna
whole
do.
nother country putting out footage from the last country.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it kind of sucks, I guess, to the point because you might want to go live. You might see something nice. See some sights. An excursion. Some kind of visual site, a landmark. You want to go live. Hey, look at me! But then you got to worry about the ops pulling up. So it's a balance. We got another super chat.
Yeah.
Speaking of, keep them coming. Speaking of Colombia. Andre and Andrea love crossing borders with the 40K COP. Shout out from Cali, Colombia to Big Boss and Austin. Let me put it on the screen. Are you hip to this brother right here? Andre?
I believe he's in my Facebook group.
Okay, that's what's up. Good brother. Yeah, he has a couple of YouTube channels. One of his YouTube channels, Mostly Money, is 100K subs. But on this channel right here, he's growing this channel. And, he has a channel with his lovely wife, Colombian. He married a Colombiana. Shout out to Andre. Love crossing borders. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I think I've spoke with him before.
Okay.
I believe so.
Yes, sir. Shout out to, again, Zoom to Thailand, Richie Mack. Zoom to Thailand, he calls him the coach because he gives a lot of YouTube advice. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So, man, you going to Colombia at the end of this month and location to be announced.
Yeah.
So, real fast again, I noticed you didn't say Dominican Republic. Is there a reason?
You said still what?
Is there a reason why you didn't say why you left out?
Anything that's heavily visited by Americans, I put last. So Cancun, Tulum, those would be some of my last places I visit.
Man,
England, France, those would be some of my last places.
Are you sure you're only 23, man?
I'm sure, but
you are the smartest 20. Wow.
Thank you. I just know whenever a lot of Americans are somewhere, you're not gonna get that real experience.
What's that youngster that African dude, that youngster? His YouTube blew up. All he do is this.
I know who you're talking about. I think he blew up on TikTok first.
He blew up on TikTok doing that. Somebody else blew up on TikTok.
Yeah.
Hey, that seemed like to be the wave, man.
That's the way. That's the wave. Yeah, this society, everybody's attention spans, man. Here it is. I'm making 10-minute, 15-minute edit videos to get 100 views. And who knew all I got to do is go on TikTok. This Big Boss Real Talk, subscribe, motherfucker. Boom. I did it. So, wow. So you took 3 trips, right? And working on your 4th. You did Brazil 3 times? You did Brazil February and May. Mm-hmm. Your 3rd trip is going to be Colombia at the end of this month. Wow. Mm-hmm. So when are you thinking about Southeast Asia, Thailand, and Philippines? Next year in 2024? Next year, 2023.
23. Yeah, damn. Man, I tell you, I'm all over the place. I'm after like the 2023 already.
Nah, yeah. Next year for sure.
Next year for sure. That's what's up. Yeah, I've been to Thailand. I just got back from Thailand a month ago. I got back July 2nd, and I'm going back for my birthday. My birthday is Halloween, so I'm going back in October. So that's what's up, man. Wow. You are a diamond in the rough, guy. I mean, you hit the ground running. You jumped off the porch, just got your passport November, took your first trip this February to Brazil, your 2nd trip this May to Brazil, and that's it. You only did 2 trips to Brazil, blew up. Now you're about to do your 3rd trip. You got your whole life ahead of you, man. The world is your oyster, bro. I'm glad you figured it out at a very, very young age, man. So you traveled twice. I was gonna say in both of these times you travel solo, correct? Not with a group yet. They were solo.
No, I went with one dude, but next time it's gonna be more than two of us for sure.
That's what's up. Yeah, you getting kind of known. You getting kind of famous there, my guy.
Yeah.
What they say, you can't move the same way, man. You can't move the
Yeah,
same
I
way.
don't think I can go alone like I used to now. For sure in the future.
That's what's up. Hold on, got another super chat. From speaking of Colombia, my guy Carlos. Let's learn crypto. Learn crypto TV. Let me make it big on the screen. Give you your full props. You know what I'm saying? Learn crypto TV with the 10K Colombian peso. Shout out and salute at Big Boss and at Austin. Shout out to Carlos. Learn Crypto TV. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Learn Crypto. That's the new wave. You know what I'm saying? He's going to put you on how to invest in crypto. And he lives full-time now in Bogota, Colombia. So we got Colombia in the house, man. We got Colombia in the house. That's what's up. That's what's up. So when you traveled these last two times, were you in a hotel or Airbnb?
Airbnb.
Oh, man. You one of them guys, huh? What's wrong with a hotel, man?
Because they're going to charge you to bring guests upstairs.
Okay. And you know what? Brazil do be on that, and I love Brazil. Brazil do be on that. It's starting to be a chore to find guest-friendly hotels, right? Especially in the tourist area. Right? Exactly. So they kind of know what we there for. And so they kind of player hating cop block lightweight. So in that little strip, Copacabana, in the tourist area, it can be difficult to find a hotel that allows guests, or if they do allow, sometimes they hit you with a guest fee, each guest. Yeah. So my only thing, one of my things with Airbnbs, we have this debate in our travel groups, Airbnb hotels, is some Airbnbs do not have, they're too much like home, right? They're basically like you have your own apartment. That's the pro. The con is sometimes you ain't got no front desk, you ain't got no doorman, you ain't got no security. It's just you. And so you better hope everything is peachy cream, because there's no you know what I'm saying? There's no buffer. That is one benefit to hotels. Outside of hotels might have breakfast sometimes and room service, and they clean up and they change your sheets and the towels. But a lot of times hotels, they have the front desk and they have a security. And some countries that's a little more necessary than others. That's what's up. Wow. So with all that being said, back to America, the Matrix. You're a young man. You're a handsome young man. Pause. And even you say, sir, that that dating in the Matrix is not worth the trouble. It's a lot of BS.
Correct.
Wow. I thought it was just me because I'm an old 50-year-old man out there trying to holler. But man, a young 23-year-old handsome, nice young man like yourself is even saying that the dating scene in America, Texas of all places, is less to be desired. Shout out to you. You said something on the stream last night. You said, what did you say? You said in Brazil, all you have to do, you said something like, hello,
hey,
how are you doing?
That's all you got to do.
Bars, pow, 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 bars.
You need a cheat code and a manipulation trick in the United States.
Yeah, and that's why POA, pickup artists, dating coaches make so much money, even though I think it's money wasted. But that's why there is a market for it. Now, whether it's a good market, whether it's worth it or not, but that's why it is a market. Why? Because in America, it's like you need to down there know voodoo or something. You got to be rich. You got to be an NBA. You got to be an NBA basketball athlete. You got to be a rapper. Something. Like you say, six figure. I'm gonna get into that. Hold on. These colors catching my eye. Like I say, thank you for everybody that's chatting. You guys are chatting between yourself, but if you want me to address it, it needs to be a super chat, especially if it's a question. If it's a question, it really needs to be a super chat. But shout out to Profe Don Omar, Habla Conmingo TV. Thank you for the $5.10. Buenas noches, Big Boss in chat. A group of us has something moving. Check your WhatsApp from KND. Yeah. I believe I know what you're talking about, man. Shout out to you and shout out to a group. I believe you started a new WhatsApp group. Shout out to you. That's what's up. And again, speaking of Colombia, Medellin, Colombia in the house. This is my guy, Domain, a good guy. Domain, brother from the States. He's another one who now permanently lives in Colombia. He lives in Medellin. He teaches Spanish, and his YouTube channel, he just recently hit the 1,000 subscribers. Let's Learn Spanish TV, $5. Austin, you doing it big, making right moves this young. You on your way, right? Say that again, man. Say that again. I am just flabbergasted. I said, this guy younger than my son. My son is 1 year older than this guy. This guy is literally younger than my son, and he just hit the ground moving. He hit the ground moving. He jumped off the porch, ain't looked back, and is teaching others, spreading the word, and helping other brothers. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, but like I said, man, before the super chats rolled in, you had me cracking up. You said in Brazil, hello, how you doing, work? That used to work here. To work here. Hello, excuse me, miss. In my Jay-Z voice, excuse me, miss. Hello, how you doing? What you talking to me for? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what you get. They look at you like you're crazy or something wrong with you. Yeah, no, I'm done with that.
You thirsty? You thirsty just for talk? I mean, you know what? Young man, I'm glad I got you on here, Mr. 1999. Social media. See, it was a time back in my day before we had this social media. You could just go out and talk to girls on the street and at the bus stop, at the shopping malls or whatever. But this social media, man, and killed the game. I'm old enough. I see both sides. I see the 10, 20 years before social media, and I'm seeing, the little 15 years after social media. That social media killed the game. It gave a lot of Matrix females a false sense of entitlement.
Well, social media is in Brazil too, but it didn't have that effect. And if it did, it's not that big. So it's more than social media. Social media definitely plays a part, but it's not. I don't think it's just social media. I think that might be 50%.
Right, I hear you. Hey man, hey, you can't get one past young Austin here. He said they got social media in Brazil. They got Tinder, they got Instagram, they got social media in Brazil. How come it ain't messed them up? Hello. Yeah. So is it only just the social media? Right. Say that. Touche. Well played, sir. You're right. I think it comes down to what? American culture, man. Mm-hmm. This American culture is this toxic. I don't know what the hell they teaching these. Well, I do. What the hell they teaching these girls that turn into women? I get it that you got to teach them self-worth and all this other kind of stuff. But now the game did then change to where that everything is just all fucked up. It's all fucked up. Now I would say this. I'm not necessarily a black pillar. Shout out to the black pill. I'm gonna start doing some interviews with some black pill brothers. They're very interesting. Wow. I'm not quite black pill, but I see where they're coming from. Nawalt. Nawalt is a term in MGTOW. You know what Nawalt means?
I've heard Darius M say that before.
Yeah. So NAWALT. Not all women are like that. So yeah, exactly. So yes, you do have some Nawalts. You do have some unicorns that are rare. You can find a needle in a haystack. Yes. But shout out to Myron Gaines and Fresh and Fit. He slowly get back on my good side. I was kind of too through it with him when he had that beef with Alba and Preach, but he since got back on my good side. You know what I'm saying? Myron Gaines and Fresh and Fit. This is one of his sayings. He said, "You know what? You know when he's throwing facts and statistics, and a lot of the women around that table in the studio be popping off. He say, just because, and I shout out, I believe Kevin Samuels used to say this too. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Just because you can find one or two or three examples of an isolated incident does not change the core, you know what I'm saying? The core message. What they say the rule, they said, no, the exception does not negate the rule.
Yeah, that's why we generalize.
Right. Exactly.
But they don't like generalizations.
Right, exactly. I mean, everything is not just individual. I mean, well, most of us as living have a heart, we have a brain, we have kidneys, we have lungs, we have blood going through our bodies, right? I mean, so there are commonalities amongst it. That's why we generalize, you know. That's why cars have you go to the auto part, they have spare parts that can be interchanged into a, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, there are, for the most part, there is set rules to everything. Now, is there exceptions? Yes, of course there is. Yes, right? But if we're sitting back on a macro level, looking at all of America for the most part, what we saying is still true. That for the majority, the majority, for the most part, dating here is trash. You know, shout out to Kevin Samuel. So you recently had replied to a comment someone had made online. They compared you to Kevin Samuels, and you said you differ from Kevin Samuels. How? I'm gonna let you explain that.
Because
what is the Austin Holleman message? How does it differ from the Kevin Samuels message? And I'm gonna make you big. Cook.
Kevin Samuels wanted to fix and show how American women and American men can cooperate together. I'm telling you to leave them motherfuckers alone.
Boom.
Because you can't fix them. Because you can't even tell them where they're wrong at. Because you can't generalize. Because you need to go to therapy if you do say something.
Are you toxic? Are you misogynistic?
Or you're a sexist, or you're trying to oppress them for asking them to sweep the floor.
Boom. Hello. Look like I missed a couple super chats, but that's real shit. Shout out to my guy, Kenny nigga. KPR1, travel bro. He's also in my travel group. He's also a YouTuber, and he goes hard on brothers that be overpaying and simping. Salute Big Boss and Austin Holleman. Keep booking trips. We out. Shout out KPR1, Kenny Can. And speaking of Zoom, boom, Zoom to Thailand coming through with the $20. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to Big Boss and Austin. Welcome to the family. You win.
Yes, sir.
If Uncle Zoom say you win, you win.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Say hi to your uncle, Richie Mack, youngster. Hey, man, you figured out the game early. That's what's up. And shout out to Zoom to Thailand. Thank you for the $20. Damn, I be sweating. Think it'd be the damn lights, but you know what I'm saying? I got a high metabolism, man. And I'm on my diet. When I be on my diet and exercise, I just be sweating, man. You know, I be on the carnivore diet. So most part, I just basically eat meat. I eat almost no carbs, just all meat. If I do any carbs, it'd probably be like sauerkraut or maybe avocado. But I just eat meat and eggs, coffee, and water. You know, and that makes me, and funny, that makes me sweat. That's very interesting how the body works. You know what I'm saying? I guess because the body is breaking down, you know, all that meat. I literally just, before we went live, I just finished a big old steak, Mr. Texas. I didn't have no Texas toast though. That's the only thing I miss about not eating carbs, man. I miss my Texas toast. I miss my pancakes. I miss my waffles. But when I go on vacation, man, all that shit go out the window, nigga. I'm eating rice. I'm eating noodles. I'm eating bread. I'm drinking, and I don't even drink like that. So, young man, are you a big drinker? Do you drink, smoke, stuff like that?
I don't smoke, but Since I went to Brazil, I haven't been drinking as much. Like when I went the first time from February to May, I probably had max 5 drinks. And then I drank a lot. I drank a lot the first time I went there, but the second time, I'm starting to realize I don't need to drink like that at all, really.
Hello.
I'm actually
Hello.
a lot. I'm a lot. I drink. I mean, I don't despise drinking, but
Yeah.
if I do drink, I want to drink in Brazil because they don't shortchange you for fucking alcohol, and it hits a lot better because over here, they giving you a little bit
Watered
for a
down.
lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. That's what's up. Maybe that's why you said fresh looking. So you don't smoke marijuana, no weed. Oh well, then you in the state of Texas. So is marijuana legal in Texas?
Nah, but in Dallas, it's like decriminalized. I think you can get caught up to like an ounce, and it's not even a ticket. I don't even think it's a ticket.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here in California. Anything goes out here, man. We the wild, wild west. They talking about decriminalizing prostitution here in California. So
Yeah, that should be legal everywhere.
it really should, man. I mean, consenting adults. Hey, chicks they need money, man. We paying bills out here. Speaking of tricking, young man, you on the Big Boss Show. I'm gonna ask you, what is your thoughts on pay for play overseas? Do you demonize it? Do you shame? Do you see its value and merit, especially guys on short trips? Do you partake? Well, I don't know what you can say.
I did it one time, but I don't like to do it. But I'm for it.
Okay.
They have a purpose and it's well served, but I just don't prefer it.
Right.
Because it be used up.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? All things being equal, right? What do you prefer, right? You prefer a non-pro. But you know what? I will say this, man. I will say this. Especially when I was in Thailand. And this go to more places. You always pay one way or another. And a lot of times when you deal with the ladies, even overseas, when you don't pay, guess what? They want a lot of your time.
You pay for more time, yeah.
Yeah, they want to make your vacation their vacation because a lot of times, right? You're staying in nice accommodations, Mr. Airbnb. That's a lot nicer than air. They got air conditioning. I need some air conditioning. They got air conditioning. You got the TV. You're taking them out to eat. So, man, a lot of times you got to beat them off with a stick. And so I would say this: like on my first trip to Thailand back 2019, I did the mix of P for P, pros and non-pros. And it's always, it's funny. There's pros and cons to pros and non-pros. But a big con to the non-pro, it got to the point I still pay. I paid them to leave. No cap. I paid. Now, it was like not a lot, right? But I would give them like $10, like $5 or $10, taxi. I would pay them to leave. I couldn't get to the next. You know what I'm saying? Boss is a butterfly. So, yeah, you pay one way or another. So I'm glad to hear that. Even like I say, you're a young man. That shouldn't really be super necessary for you, but you do realize that the usefulness of it, the utility of it. Sometimes guys is got to do what they got to do. Get that off so they can think clearly, enjoy the rest of their trip, especially on a short time. And women, they're human beings too. They're not robots. So, if you're not doing this, then, you almost, I should say they should, but are obligated, but you will take them out, to eat, to dinner and, see some sights, holding hands, go here and this and that. And the whole time your trip is tick tock, tick tock, tick. Hey, let's go here. Let's eat here. Tick tock, tick tock. And you seeing other things like, man, hey, check this out. So what I gotta do, I gotta hook up with the boys, and I'm gonna call you later, okay?
Yeah, I'd rather pay for prostitutes here rather than Brazil though, because it's so easy over there, and they're so much more cooperative. But they so hard headed and so hard to deal with here.
Right.
I mean, make you want to treat them all like prostitutes almost. Like you just want to pay for them because you can't get nowhere with them.
I'm gonna speak on that in 1 second. I got another super chat. Let me pay this bill. Shout out to HD Chilled. Right on. I see he wanted to put this up here because AC Chilla, he's the main guy who gives me cash ass behind the scenes. I'm like, man, I'm almost like, man, sometimes give me a super chat so people can see, man. But this time he gave me a super chat on the front end. So what do you want to be known? Not all men have problems getting women in the matrix. And not all females giving attitudes and egos to men. That is true. Thank you for saying that. I said that earlier. I put my little asterisk, right? The asterisk disclaimer. Not all, not all. That is a technically true statement.
It's minority though.
However, needle in a haystack. Good luck.
Yeah, yeah. You can deal with it. You can find a needle in a haystack here. You can go to a stack of needles somewhere else.
Oh, boom, bars. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's on the t-shirt. What did you say, young sir? You said what? You can what?
You can find a needle in the haystack here, or you can go somewhere else with a stack of needles.
Bars. That would be a clip. That's going to be
and
my
it's cheaper.
clip clock tick of you.
And it's cheaper. And you can run into something good in Brazil in the first hour.
Yes.
You know, if you approach 10 women in Brazil, 8 of them going to be good.
Yeah. I was just about to say.
You run in 10. Right. You approach 10 here, you might not even get a number. Max, you might get as 1 or 2, and they'll probably flake on your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, you're about right. And you know, I think for Bossy Boss, if I approach 10, I'm getting 3 or 4 numbers. But to completion, good luck on 1. Maybe 1. I got to get 20. I got to get 20 numbers to get completion on 1. But yeah, in Brazil, like I said, man, that's some real shit you said last night. You said, hey, how you doing works.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
And where are human beings? Why did that stop working? What happened?
I don't know.
What happened to where you can just walk up to a woman, hey, how are you? Hello, how are you? You're looking nice today. My name is, what is your name? Blah, blah, blah. That is gone in most part.
Well, remember we said social media accounts for 50%. So 50% of that is they're getting it already, so they don't have to compete and act right when you see them out.
Right.
You know, I said in one of my videos before, they could if they acted the way how they do now 30 years ago, walking around being rude, you know, that wouldn't work because nobody would fuck with you. But you got the simps online that are going to fuck with you regardless because they're not in your face. And even if they were in your face,
now
they would still let you talk to them crazy as hell.
You know, that is very interesting. Again, I've seen it living all these years of my life on Earth. I've seen the change. I've seen where in our culture, the women got more masculine like men. And in large part, a lot of the men got more feminine like women. And I'm not even talking about straight up alphabet community. Shout out to them. You know, hey, what you do. I'm not even talking about that because you know that's that. I'm talking about even in a regular general society that women on par have become more masculine and men have become more submissive and feminine. I'm like, wow. I mean, how did the New World Order Illuminati controllers, okay, going back to my old conspiracy days, how did they achieve that? I mean, that is crazy. Through television, through movies, through comic books, through school and colleges and universities and liberal woke professors. I mean, how did they achieve that in a span of like 20 years?
Indoctrination.
Wow.
And a bunch of single mothers.
Yeah. But you know what? You had a lot of well, you know, it's some bad, but there pretty much always was single mothers. I mean, I don't have the statistics to know when was more time, but there has pretty much in human civilizations, there's been women who gave birth to children and the father's not around. So like you said, like when I said I had the social media and you said, well, Brazil got social media and they ain't messed up. So I'm saying all over the world, there's single mothers sometimes. And so just because a woman is a single mother, that by itself normally doesn't cause that. So so I'm saying it had to be something. There's something in the water, man. They put something in the water. They embedded some frequency on television and the TV and the radio waves. Something caught here in America. The 5G cell phone technology, something made these women masculine and men feminine.
What's the amount of freedom we have too? You know, a lot of this bullshit can't go on in other countries.
Hello.
Like China, their men can't get indoctrinated to behave like women because the government has total control there.
Right.
So us having a lot of freedom and freedom of speech, and now anybody can have pretty much freedom of speech publicly with the internet. All sorts of bullshit ideas can spread now.
But you know what? You know, we could touch on that real fast because you do and you don't. I hear you. So it's very interesting. Okay. Before I get my channel shut down, it's very interesting. You can have freedom of speech to push some bullshit agenda, but you don't got freedom of speech for 45 America first, right? So it's very funny and fucking interesting that they're real choosy with their freedom of speech.
They are.
Now, it's certain things that I cannot say in fear of losing my fucking channel. But if I'm on the other side pushing bullshit, hey, I could just gas nilly-willy.
I think your guy I hope he's being sarcastic.
Oh, HD? This is my guy, too. This is my guy, HD. Okay, well, what he saying, HD? Shout out for the $5, man. The only reason chicks deal with us in other countries is because, you know what?
Propaganda.
Yeah. This is not the real HD chilling. Somebody is using his what's the name? Hold on. If it HD chill, well, it's not coming in clearly. Yo, HD, man. Don't tell me you on my stream, you wilding out, man. Hey, I think somebody impersonating you, bro. Because first of all, since when did you give me super chats? You always give me cash apps on the back end. I think somebody is using your avatar, man. Tune into the stream. Let me know if that's you. You don't know. I'm big boss for a reason. Bossy boss, baby. Yes, sir. But you know what? I'm gonna read it though. I'm gonna read it. You just paid me $5 to read it off. And you know what? In all honesty and fairness, I can say that may play into it with some women. Nothing is 100%. If you didn't know that,
continent.
Huh?
That's on every continent.
Guess what? You know what else that is?
Hypergamy.
You know where else that is?
Yeah, every continent, United States, everywhere. That happens in Asia.
I want a 6-figure man. He gotta be 6 figures, 6 feet, 6 pack. He gotta make 100,000 a year. Hello.
You ain't gonna be able to get away from that.
What did you say?
But at least it's cheaper to fuck with them, though.
Right. What is you saying? Oh, you a Dusty. What they say? You a Dusty Pookie. You a Pookie and Rayway a Dusty because you don't make 100K. You don't make 10,000 a month. So yeah, you know what? Let's speak on that too. Like I said, I rebuke that. I would not believe that that's the real HD chilling. I'm waiting for him to hit me back. But let's speak on that. We get it that women, some women, a lot of women, not all, some women hate on what we do, right? Whatever. Fuck them. Big boss real talk. But what is up with these? I'm going to use another MGTOW term. Manginas. White knight. Cuck. C-U-C-K. Cucks. Cuck defenders. White knight manginas. Captain Save-A-Hole with the cape on. I want to be sad. What's up with this?
I bought a Jack in the Box for them today. I got.
You said that last night. You said something about a Jack in the Box. Expound on the Jack in the Box.
Well, because they got a wind-up battery, so that whenever I think of a wind-up battery, she just goes. She has a belief in her mind, and he does whatever the hell she says. So she grabs them and she just And he
Winds them
pops
up.
out and self-destructs and does whatever she says. So that's why I bought a Jack in the Box. So when I see stupid comments like that, I'm going to twist a Jack in the Box so everybody knows that you're being controlled by some feminine ideology. And hopefully that'll make him wake up.
Man, hopefully, man. So man, it's not even putting a battery in the back. It's an old manual wind up. Damn.
Yeah.
First you used to say at least put the battery, the Duracell, little Energizer bunny, the bunny with beating the drum, the Energizer bunny with the battery. It's not even a battery. It's just an old manual crank up wind up. Dang, gears and shit, man. Steam engine, steam power, crazy, dusty. I normally don't read the regular ones, but I'm gonna read this one from my guy Kings and Dreams, and he shot me something earlier. Kings and Dreams. I am well into 6 figures with no debt. Man, shout out to you, man. Shit. He said, I'm into 6 figures with no debt. I wish a woman would call me Dusty. Yeah, shout out to you. Well, Felicia Jordan, she called you Dusty. Shout out to Felicia Jordan, man. Like I say, man, Felicia Jordan, she's a real one. She's my moderator. Right now, she's my only female moderator. You know, I'm almost surprised that a woman would want to moderate, especially for me and my channel, but she's a real one. Shout out to Felicia. She gets it, you know what I'm saying? She don't judge us. I brought her on. Well, you know what? Let me stop lying. I did not quite bring her on. I need to bring you on my channel one time, Miss Felicia. I was on the panel with her on Kings and Dreams for her birthday. Again, happy late birthday, Felicia, for her birthday stream. And she was drinking on some wine, and she let her tongue slip a little bit. She said, you know, she obviously don't agree with everything that we got going on, but she respects our opinion, right? And she rocks with us. So shout out to Felicia Jordan. She's a real one. Felicia. She called you Dusty, man.
Me?
Oh no. Nah, she's messing around with Kings and Dreams. And then he's going back and forth with her. That's what's up. Yes, sir, man. So, your channel blew up off of TikTok. What was the biggest jump before you went hard on TikTok? What was your YouTube channel subscriber count? Do you remember? Before you went to Brazil in February, what was your average YouTube subscriber count? I know what it is now.
Like 30 or 35.
Not even 100? 30, 30, 35?
Yeah, like 35.
Wow. In February.
Yeah. Well, it was like that until about June. So about the end of June, and then I went on with Roll the Tape.
Yeah.
And I think he got me to about 100. And then I went viral a few more times. And then, well, I didn't go viral until about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago.
I had a viral video, but it went viral on TikTok. And then the other ones that I posted maybe 3 weeks after that one went viral on YouTube, and then I didn't actually get the wave of followers until about 2 weeks after that.
2 weeks after that. Wow.
But this week was the busiest week.
Mm-hmm. When it happens quick. When I was on your stream last night, watching you last night, you was at 8.41. 8.41. Now you at 9.1 something from last night to now.
Mm-hmm.
You are on fire.
Yeah.
You are on fire. You're well on your way, man. That's what's up. Wow. This man said in June, you didn't have 50 subscribers. You had 35 subscribers. 35 in June. Now you're over 9,000.
Yeah.
In January, I hit my 1,000 subscribers. I hit 1,000 in January, late January, almost February. And to celebrate my 1,000, Check and Effect came on my channel when I hit my 1,000. So I hit 1,000 in January, and right now I'm only at 1,600. So I gained 600. I gained 600 subs from January to August. I gained 600 subs. From June to now, you gained 9,000. Wow, wow, wow. Shout out to you. Razor Ray's in the building. You know about this guy, Razor Ray?
I don't think so.
Well, you will real soon. This is my guy. He is a real one. You know Richie Rich Road to Tape. You know Big Boss. You're gonna know Razor Ray. He is a real one. He's out of New York, Brooklyn, New York, a YouTuber. He always talks about Colombia. He talks about where are you going? Medellin. You never said where you're going.
Yeah,
But yeah, shout out to Razor Rays. He is a real one. $10. What up, boss? And how? What's up, Razor? Yeah, but like I said, Uncle Richie Mac Zoom to Thailand said you part of the family now, so you can't get away from us, man. You can't get away from us.
Glad to be here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna call you nephew. Man, that's crazy. My son is older than you. That is crazy. Yeah, man. I don't want to hold you. We've been a straight hour. I know you're not quite East Coast, so that means you're Central. You're in Texas. You're 2 hours ahead. So for you, it's what 10 p.m.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
10.
It's 10. Yeah, for me it's like 8, and for you it's 10. I know East Coast is 11. Yeah, so I don't want to hold you too long, but I'll be remiss while I have you here, while I have your full attention. A few more things I want to squeeze out of you, but I'm gonna let you go in 1 second. Yeah, Mr. Right? Mr. But well, boom. It's over 9,000 G. Shit, that's what from 9 to 90. And I know it can go quicker, like I said, real fast. When I had Check and Effect on my channel in February, and he helped celebrate my little 1,000. He had 68.5K in 1 month. In 30 days, he went from 68 to 99K. And then he came on my stream. It was funny. He came on my stream the night it turned over to 100. He was at 99.9. He pulled up on my stream. It was me, Flyboy Way, Richie Mac Zoom to Thailand. I think Richie Rich Road to Tape. We had a dope panel. Normally I don't do panels, but we had a dope panel that night. I think Razor Ray and Check and Effect pulled up. We was talking about him hitting 100. Why he hit 100 while he was on my stream. So I had the clip. I clipped that and made a separate video. So what I'm saying is, Bossy Boss seemed to have good luck for everybody else, not me. He come on my channel with 68K. 30 days later, he has 99K. He comes on my stream and he hits 100K, all on my stream. So you, sir, you on my stream, who knows what you're going to get by next week. You've been blessed. You've been blessed by the big boss sauce and pause. So I'm about to
20K there.
Right? Yeah, 20K, easy. Yeah, we're gonna run it up. I'm about to let you go, man. Hopefully this is first of many. Like I say, shout out to Richie Mac Zoom to Thailand. Zoom to Thailand says you're in the family now. So you pulled up on Richie Rich Roll the Tapes channel a number of times. Richie Rich Roll the Tape is how I got my start on YouTube. I used to pull up on his channel and everybody would say, Big Boss, you should have a channel. I said, man, I ain't gonna do no damn YouTube. And then about a year or two later, I started the channel. But I used to always pull up on Richie Rich Roll the Tape. And when I had my first live stream for my first guest, I had to pay it forward, and I had Richie Rich Roll the Tape. So he's good people. And shout out to Richie Rich, because he's the one who put me and you into connection. So I'm about to let you go, young man. So any last words in parting, any wisdom you want to say to the people in the building? I'm going to make you big.
Run to the post office. Get your passport. It's that bad.
Boom. You heard it here. And what I got to say? And that's real talk. Hey, man. Well, thank you, Mr. Austin Holleman. Much continued success. Congratulations. I'm glad you figured it out at an early young age of 23. You went on your very first trip this year, back in February, to Brazil. You went again in May. And after those 2 trips, you started vlogging about it and blew up. Good things happen to good people. Now you're going to expand your horizons, go to Colombia, and you got plans next year to go to Asia. Keep growing your channel. Anything I can do to help, let me know. And don't forget about Big Boss when you get up there like Check and Effect. Don't forget about Big Boss.
Oh yeah. I sure will. I'll bring you on.
That's what's up. That's what's up, young man. Well, you have a blessed night, young sir.
You as well.
All right.
Appreciate you having me.
No, I appreciate you. To infinity and beyond. Boss crazy, huh? I'm that crazy old man. Peace, bro.
All right.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go long, but we went strong. Big Boss and Austin Holleman. Shout out to Richie Rich, roll the tape. He the one that quarterbacked this and gave me his contact. Me and him hit it up. FYI, me and a young brother, we were supposed to actually do this yesterday. But the schedules conflicted, and it was going to be, I'm going to go ahead and tell, it was going to be pre-recorded, matter of fact. It was going to be pre-recorded, and I think I most likely would have premiered it right now tonight. But, you know, God's plan, right? The way it ended up happening, he said, hey, man, let's just do it tomorrow. We were supposed to do it earlier. We pushed it off. I said, wait a minute. We get into the Saturday Night Live time now. I said, shit, say less. Now we're at the Saturday Night Live time, so we are live. We were. So that's what it is. So shout out to Austin Holleman. You heard it here. We know a lot of his talking points. Make sure, you know, you keep subscribing to the channel. Check him out on social media. But my little brief time with him, I wanted to get into his mentor and ask him personal questions about him. Hopefully he'll come back on the channel. Hopefully he have me on his channel. We have one more bro in the travel space, and he hit the ground running. He jumped off the porch and hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? The young man could have just did his trips and, you know, remained quiet, you know, just did his trips himself and got his little footage and Instagram stuff and just be cool. But he spoke about it, and look what happened. It blew his channel up, and now he's on fire, and that's what's up. So good things can happen. You just have to put your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to unpack that for a minute. Look at that. Young man didn't even know how to get a passport. He Googled it. Then went to his post office, got a passport. 6 weeks, got a passport. Took one trip, took 2 trips. Now, he took his trips for his own self, and that could have been that. But he vlogged about it and then blew up, turned it into a source of income. So a lot of things can happen. You never know what can happen when you get a passport. You never know the people you can meet, like just like on some other shit. You get a passport and you meet somebody else that could put you on a business situation or a job. You never know what can happen. Good things happen when you get a passport. So get your passport, go to the post office. Men, you do not have to settle. If you find yourself in a good situation, right? A very good situation, you got lucky. You got a Nawalt. You got a unicorn. Goody for you. Then take it and run with it. But for everybody else, you do not have to settle. Know your worth. Get your passport. Get out there and travel. But anyway, that's what it is. I'm not going to keep going with it. I'm not going to drop the link. It's Saturday Night Live. Y'all know normally on my Saturday Night Lives how Boss used to go 4 hours, 5 hours. Man, I believe I had a stream that was like 8 hours, 9 hours. That was crazy. That's when I was trying to get my watch hours. But there is a such thing as called working smarter, not harder. Because some people are blowing up off of YouTube shorts. Shout out to No Excuse. There's different ways to get it, you know, instead of having 10, 15-minute long edited videos to get 100 views, make some shorts, some TikTok, some Instagrams, things like that, you know, doing all this long work and you really don't get the subscribers, the views, or the money to go with it. So, you know what I'm saying? Boss, I'm going to have to learn work-life balance. You know what I'm saying? Work smarter, not harder. If it don't make dollars and it don't make sense, but tonight made sense. Thank everyone for coming out. I'm about to end it, and the good thing with this not being so long, that will help the rewatchability for people who didn't come in and watch this live in the building. They can watch it. They can watch the replay, and it won't say 3 hours and 4 hours, right? It is say what? I think at this point it's 1 hour and 15 minutes, so very rewatchable. So let me blah blah blah. Stop talking. Cut the stream out. Thank you guys for coming out. Have a blessed one. Keep rocking with your channel. You know, I finally got off my lazy ass a month later, dropping Thailand footage, and I still got a ton of Thailand footage to put out. So I'm gonna keep putting that Thailand footage out regularly, get it up off my hard drive, put it on YouTube where it belongs. Here it is. I'm crying, bitching, and moaning about subscribers, and I got a hard drive full of Thailand footage I ain't put up, right? Make it make sense. So that's what it is, man. So you guys have a good night. It's Saturday night. Thanks for coming out. Peace. And shout out to my moderators like Tim Howard, like Felicia Jordan. That's what it is. Subscribe. Let's get Boss up to 2,000 subscribers. Real talk. That's what's up. Peace. Boss Olini. And we're going to go out with a song.
Big boss, big boss, big boss, and you know it. Real talk, real talk. Big boss, big boss, and you know it. Real talk, real talk. Big boss, big boss, and you know it. Real talk, real talk. Big boss, and you know it. Real talk, real talk.
Man.
Big boss, leaning from Oakland, California, cooking with that gasoline. How you guys tonight?
Who do the hiring and the firing? That's the boss. Who the man in Oakland? That's the boss. Lame talk, oh man, not the boss. Biggity wiggity bossellini with the sauce. Travel bros catching flight, not for love. Bossellini up in here to bust it up. Bub. Talking dirty, you don't like it, hit the tub. TLC, keep it pop. I'm a thug. Real talk over here, we don't feel y'all. No. Real soft, pillow whisper, that's that squeal talk. Woo! I don't feel y'all, dog, like you real lost. Too much imitation talking, get you peeled off. Yeah, big bossellini, he shrimp linguine. You never see me disappear like Houdini. Don't call me for no favors, unless it's real talk. Straight up out of Oakland, that's that big boss. Who do the hiring and the fun? That's the boss. Who the man in Oakland? That's the boss. Lame talk, oh man, not the boss. Biggity wiggity bossellini with the sauce.
Yo, this is Fury Boss reporting from Oakland, California. Looking for a few good people to join my new YouTube channel, Big Boss Real Talk. Subscribe, motherfucker!